Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
So bring it on.
Discussing cartoons online has always been interesting, to say the least. It may not be happening to you right now, but inevitably there will come a time where you're the only one defending a show that's popular for everyone to hate. Bonus points if people who don't even like cartoons are dunking on it. This isn't to say that fans and outsiders aren't allowed to criticize anything, but there's a lot of people who simply do so in bad faith. Some people base their whole channels or identity on hating everything, yet mysteriously are nowhere to be found when things are good. And of course, if the show is even slightly progressive, it automatically deserves trash because we simply live in a society where gay cartoon characters can't exist. Though I may be getting ahead of myself. When I saw Magical Girl Friendship Squad get announced, I didn't expect to be one of the only people around who enjoyed it, but I wasn't exactly surprised either. The amount of people who came out of the woodwork to jump on the show when it really posed no threat whatsoever to them really made no sense. But the difference a year's worth of hindsight can do to one's perspective on media is huge, and me and a couple of friends of mine are gonna tell you why, in spite of everything, mgfs is dope.
We'll get jobs. The next big thing is just around the corner. You literally only like him because he's a blank slate you can project your fantasies on.
Why is there a raccoon on the couch?
Put your fingers inside me, and all shall be revealed.
The blood is sucking us!
Let's start with the pilot shorts, which are what most people saw first, mgfs origins. To be completely honest, it's rough. However, expecting anything more from a pilot is kinda unfair. Basic knowledge here, but show concepts, ideas, etc. can change drastically from pilot to show. Even shows that you love are no stranger to this. One of the key people who worked on this was K Downs, who I'm well aware is super talented, even though my bias towards anyone who's helped out with anything Teen Titans Go related is hugely apparent and somewhat of a meme on my channel. My point is that mgfs origins consists of shorts that are basically done on tight deadlines, and when people need deadlines met fast, they get whatever they can get handed in on time. Of course you want to polish your art up, but sometimes you just have to give them what you have. Doesn't mean animators don't know what they're doing or are intentionally trying to do a bad job. The show's premise virtually stays the same between pilot and an actual show, but for the sake of stating it, we focus on Alex and Daisy, two women in their mid to late 20s living in a messy apartment in Brooklyn. Then, they're given the chance to become magical girls and protect the universe, and by extension, a mystical goddess named Nut, who took the form of a raccoon panda thing. Alex is the more responsible black woman, while Daisy is a slacker stoner who's apathetic and sarcastic and crass. And my fictional girlfriend who isn't a cartoon shark, and no, I'm not elaborating on that. Evil forces want to kill Nut, and if they succeed, everyone everywhere is basically dead. For mgfs origins, each short is like 5 minutes, which makes me wonder why exactly Sci-Fi didn't just upload these on YouTube directly, but whatever. I've always felt like animation should strive for appealing art styles, but at the same time they don't make or break a show in their entirety. On some level, art is subjective and some shows can have radically different art styles that don't adhere to typical conventions. And shows are still able to stick the landing if they have good writing, good voice acting, or something else to keep viewers engaged. Like hey, mgfs origins doesn't look the best. I can admit that. And while I am in the minority of thinking this, you can't deny that a network exec saw potential in this concept, enough potential to give it some new life. And I can kinda see where they're coming from. What the shorts really excel at is dialogue. It's fast paced, it's filled with snark, and admittedly some of the jokes don't have a lot of subtlety, but it wasn't anything really worth more than eye roll, and I appreciate the absurdity honestly. The first short literally has Alex and Daisy willing to just fork over Nut just because their landlord says they don't have to pay rent if they comply. It's fucked up, but it definitely shows that normal people priorities are higher than magical girl ones, and that's honestly kind of fair. That or just the fact that rent is high in New York, which, that's not a joke, try living here. However, when you get to a real show, it's when things truly start to shine. We literally open with tourists getting mugged for their wallet and our main characters just don't care due to it being Brooklyn. And just like that, I'm home. New York is a horrible place, but it's my horrible place that I love. And I don't know, knowing that the creator and crew are from there really ensures that I feel like that's captured with love. Having more to the show proper really illustrates that Alex and Daisy are tight friends, instead of just simply taking the show's word for it. They're obviously different, they don't see eye to eye on everything, but they still get along, and I think it's important to sow those seeds, and we naturally learn that neither of them is a perfect human being, but they're not flawed enough to be impossible to root for. Alex, now voiced by Quinta Brunson, is inherently more likable and responsible now, but Daisy, who's voiced by Anna Akana, has her personality more developed and giving an air of being cool, even though it's obvious she doesn't have her life together. Also, she's trans, but I'm getting ahead of myself. While it'll surely make jokes about life and the magical girl genre, these two's lives as women are at the center of attention. There's a lot of humor, but again, it's focused on dialogue. But it really shines when the visuals complement it, so you're not just like listening to it in the background. The expressions will go wonky sometimes, there will be some trippy visuals or some assets used to elevate a scene, so even if some scenes are more fluid than others, it still gets the point across in a creative way. I think that the real strength of the show is through its art direction, whether it be through its prop design, backgrounds, character design, or even just small side characters reacting to small events going on. Take this still from Origins. Now look at it in the real show. It looks so much better than the show proper, and everywhere you can see a bunch of little quirks that actually say a lot more than you'd think about the world Alex and Daisy inhabit. Some people still really aren't a fan of the way the show looks. Allow me to put in my 2 cents. I already touched on the Origins episodes and how they don't look the best, but they still managed to get across what they needed and lay the groundwork for what was to come. No matter how you feel, I don't think anyone can say that the animation didn't get better when it got turned to a full show. Same with the general usage of colors and character design. America Cohen was a huge impact on helping the show come to its own, and I've got no complaints here. Alex and Daisy have more contrasting body types, the choices in colors in their hair, Nut has a softer, more simplified design, everyone just looks more appealing. From what I was told, the show was made in Adobe Animate, and I assume, like many other shows, it was storyboarded in Storyboard Pro. A highlight is the hand-drawn transformation sequence done by Aaron Cowdery. It's always a real sight to see, and there's also a couple shots where we get some dynamic camera shifts, and nice action sequences as well. And the background designs are a highlight because of the sight gags and props that always sneak in references and fun stuff. They really reward you for watching earlier episodes. Again though, I'm biased, because once I found out that Aaron is actually Chakra X, the dude who made Sonic Nozzle Unleashed, mwah, what a fucking legend. You guys don't understand this dude, he literally made my childhood. It's great to see his name here. But yeah, it's all really well done. And unless I'm wrong, most if not all of these backgrounds were made by Tim Shi Lee. He's been in the animation industry for a while, frequently working as background designer or background layout artist on shows like Kang the Shark, The Jellies, and Robotomy.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kang, and let me just tell you, Alex is the best, bro. Oh my god, I do not care. She is so cute. She is thick. The hair, the glasses, all that stuff. Also, like, don't get me wrong, Daisy's cool and all, but Alex, though, you can tell she is the more responsible of the two, all right? Like, keeping it real, keeping it real.
Stupid, but I will persevere.
She really just be out here, you know, just doing her thing. And, you know, she still looks out for her girl Daisy, but she knows like she's got to be the responsible of the two. And that helps her stand out. She's so like, you know, doing her best. Like, you know, she's not the most confident, but she does her thing. All right. She's smart. She got business tactics. She got street smarts. And she always getting her side hustles on top of finding a job and trying to keep it and saving the world at the same time. Come on, y'all. That's Black Queen energy right there.
And our garbage disposal got all backed up.
You understand.
We'd hate to have to call 311 and report negligence.
Alex has shown that she is the responsible type. Like, she understands her role within being friends with Daisy and, you just living with her as well, because she loves old girl, she does, but she knows if one of them has to be responsible, she has to be the one to take that role, which she does. She gets her hustle on, she works, she does what she can for herself. And I also like the fact that she is the most imaginative or creative of the two, with her having her vision boards and her ideas on certain things, like with episode 2 pretty much showcasing all of that, including her weird taste in music, which, let's be real, when you're black and you're not listening to just hip-hop, niggas gonna come for your neck, bro. But I like that about her. It makes her very quirky, fun, and overall a little smug, but she make it work. I love her for that. I love her a lot for that. I really like the dynamic between Alex and Daisy. Like, you know, Daisy, it does mean well. You know, she's very lovable and charismatic, but at the same time, sis is also kind of a mess, respectfully. And Alex, although she is very confident most of the time, very much tries to get her hustle on and does what she can, she's still a mess herself. Like, it's explained literally in the first episode by Daisy, of all people, that she projects her fantasies onto this one nigga who doesn't even know her name, and she doesn't know his name either at first. And even by the end of the series, she still don't know this nigga's name, but whatever. I really like that it still showcases, you know, Alex's flaws, you know, because they don't have to glamorize her to make her relatable or interesting. She's just, you know, she's just Alex. Like, we've all been there before, son. I've been there. I'm a mess. A lot of people think I'm on top of stuff. Like, bruh, nah, I'm a wreck. I'm a dork. I ain't got none of this, but this ain't about me. This is about baby girl Alex, you know, and we love her for that. And finally, we just gotta say it like it is, y'all. Alex is a thick black queen. Like, son, listen, I remember watching the original pilot of, you know, Magical Girl Friendship Squad, when it was just like this short little series, and it weirdly had Estelle in that series as well, but that's Sas's point. I remember them just like having, you know, Alex be there and her being this quote unquote biracial character, and biracial, but she was also racially ambiguous as well. In the show, they let her embrace her blackness, especially once they got Quinta Brunson voicing her, son. She got it all, son. She got the hair, the thighs, and that ass. Just, Alex, baby, I love you. Like, listen, son, y'all know my type. Y'all, if y'all follow me, y'all know my type. Y'all know how it be. Y'all saw my video on Nicole from Craig of the Creek, his mama. Y'all know that I am a brother that appreciates a thick black queen on top of being a hard-working one. Who? She is lovely, y'all. Oh my goodness. I just love her so much, y'all. Y'all have no idea. Baby, you're gorgeous, girl. I apologize to Cash because this nigga got to deal with me being down bad for this character, and I don't care what niggas say about the show, the designs, all that stuff. Nigga, you can say whatever you want. I am here for my baby girl, Alex, and nothing else. Though I do think the show is still pretty fun on its own, respectfully. So, yeah, Alex is, once again, because I gotta say this for the whole world, I want the whole universe to know this, Alex is in fact a thick black queen. Thank you, Cash. I will probably have more to say in another video. Peace out, bro.